Hi, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Kale. Today is January 13th, 2006. Welcome to BHS News.
Now here's a look at the school's faculty with a few tips of how to make this school year better than the last.
Make the most of yourself, for that is all there is of you.
I think that this year would be a little bit better than last year if people start to realize my influence and the associates I have, such as President George W. Bush.
Be sure and count your fingers before and after class.
One piece of advice. Before you play, always make sure you're reading the right part.
Your top tip for this year would be watch and see what Caldwell eats, and then don't eat it. And by the way, give your ice cream to Kale. Thanks.
Don't talk back to the cooks.
When they use the bathrooms, could they go in and please flush the stools and make sure that there's no waste in there that for everybody else to see later on.
NHS sponsored the first blood drive of the new year this past Thursday afternoon. The number of givers exceeded the goal that was set, with 24 individuals giving blood, 3 of which were first-time givers.
And now here's Andrew with this week's sports.
This past Tuesday, Brashear traveled to Knox County for the first basketball game of the new year. The girls came out strong, scoring 10 in every quarter and 11 in the fourth quarter. Final score for the girls' game ended up being 41-28 in favor of Brashear. The leading scorer on the Brashear squad was Sheree Cole with a whopping 14, followed by Christina Scudder with 10, Kimberly Elsey with 8, Haley Kelsey added 5, and Jessie Hill racked up 4. The boys' game was a real letdown. Brashear came out and showed signs of life early, but died out early in the second quarter. The final score of the boys' game was a disappointing 54-26. There were a lot of scores for the Brashear boys. Leading the pack was Kale Watson with a phenomenal 5 points. Kylie Watson and Tyler Killen each added 4. Andrew Linhart, Ryan Ferdig, and Justin Hazen each added 3. And both David Anderson and Trey Treasure added a bucket apiece. Last Friday, the Brashear Tigers went to Schuyler County to battle the Rams. For the first quarter and a half, things looked pretty promising for the Lady Tigers, holding a 22-15 point lead. By halftime, the Rams had worked up and the score was tied at 22. The second half proved to be a real killer for the Tigers, and the final score ended up being 55-38 in favor of Schuyler. Brashear scoring was led by Kimberly Elsey and Haley Kelsey with 14 points and 13 points. Sheree Cole had 4 points, Chelsea Collop added 3, and Jessie Hill and Christina Scudder each added 2 apiece. The boys' game seemed to follow the same pattern as the girls' game, with the Tigers staying close in the first half, only trailing by 5. Like the girls' game, the second half also proved to be a killer in the guys' game, and the Rams pulled far ahead. Schuyler took the game by a final score of 71-37. Carol Watson led Brashear with 14 points, followed by Ryan Ferdig with 7, Jacob Shipman with 6, Justin Hazen with 5, Tyler Killen and Trey Treasure each with 2, and Kylie Watson added a point.
Thanks for watching.
See you next week.